I want a cheeseburger. Anyway, hey, listen up, guys. This is Rodney. Want to start off a new series that I'm doing. It's called the Fast Food Chronicles. Now, what I'm doing with the Fast Food Chronicles is just trying to share my experience that I've had years ago when I worked fast food. I was a fast food manager. And so a lot of people may laugh at that and say, okay, that's not really anything you can learn from that. But hey, these were over $1 million a year stores that I was in charge of running. But one, start from the beginning and everything else to get some motivation, some life tips that I learned from doing fast food. And so I won't name the fast food place, but it's something that everybody loves. A lot of young kids and a lot of young people do like this chain. And so I'll leave it at that. I've been working since I was 15 and a half. And so I was about 15 and a half, wanted to get a job, and I went to this one place, one fast food place. That's all that would hire me. And I went ahead and took the job. So I went in there, and I'm thinking that this will be easy, right? Going in there, how hard can it be, fast food? And so I'm going in there all cocky. And one of the early things that they do is they only work you a couple days a week as you learn. Mostly weekends it was for me because, again, I was only 15 and a half. And so I started on drinks. Now, back then, let me tell you this, okay? I'm going to probably age myself a little bit, but they didn't have the self-serve machines that we have now. Back then, you had to pour every single drink. Refills were unheard of. Refills did start up around this time, but when I first started, there was no free refills. So you would sit there at a drink station and you would look at the screen, soda would pop up, and I'm like, yeah, Pepsi, okay, no way. Put the ice in, put it in the Pepsi, put a lid on it after it fills up. How hard can this be, right? So I'm going, and pretty soon it started to get a little bit busier. And so maybe, instead of one drink at a time on the screen, there was 4, 6, 12. And so pretty soon it was evident I was getting backed up, right? All these orders were on the screen. People from the drive-thru who work in the drive-thru are yelling at me. People from the front counter who wants to get out the food are yelling at me. Rodney, come on, we need this drink, we need this Pepsi. And things are getting mismarked, things are getting lost. And I'm sitting there in the daze. And then so somebody tells me, gives me a tip. Hey, this is a funny tip. Pour more than one drink at a time, right? Now, I should have known that. But I went ahead and started doing multiple drinks, and pretty soon I started to get up a little bit, but still I was not used to moving as fast as I needed to move. So I was getting frustrated, and this always happened when somebody new was on the drink station, and it happened to me. You knock over a drink. Embarrassment right away, right? You're doing it, you hit the cup, drink spills over, you got to get a mop. What do? Do you clean it up? Do you have someone else clean it up? And so it's a big mess, right? It's a big production, big show. After the lunch rush, I'm just embarrassed, right? So a little time passes, not much, a couple weeks maybe, and I go home and it's just not working for me. I'm ready to quit, right? It's just not going for me. I can't handle it. So I go and give a call to the owner, the manager, and say, hey, look, this isn't working out for me. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and just quit the job. Thank you for hiring me, and that's go. Go back to my parents, hey, I just left. My dad, why did you do that? Why would you leave? Why would you quit? Hang in there, keep going, all right? So call the owner back, right? And have to call him back, say, hey, I quit, but I think I need to go, and is there any way I can just stay on? I know I just called and said I quit, but talked to my parents, and my dad said I should stay on. He said, yeah, that's fine, but I thought you said that your parents wanted you to quit. Now that part was a lie, and so I got caught up in a little bit of thing, oh, well, there's some miscommunication, there's some communication errors, and so I had to quickly hang up the phone, got my job, asked for more hours, and so eventually, fast forward years and years later, I found out that I was good at it. I started managing when I was 17 and I wasn't supposed to. I was in charge of responsibility and shifts, and then went to an assistant, went to a general manager, managed multiple locations, and I was heading towards regional soon before I made a career change. So anyway, I'll get into all those during the Chronicles. I'll share more stories later, but the point of this is, I want you to listen to this real quick as we approach New Year's. But anyway, whenever you're watching this video, this applies all the time. You never know how close you are to succeeding if you quit too soon. Some of us are right there, right? We're right there. We're about to succeed. We're about to break through, and then we quit because we don't have the patience to keep going. So that's my lesson for you guys today. Have some patience, keep going, power through, and you'll be successful. All right? Like, subscribe, continue to watch me as I continue these chronicles. See you guys later.